Hello and welcome to another podcast, Valley Sunday. I am Chris Paco, one of your hosts.
I am Jeff Cameron, your other host.
And here, just in case you're new to the program, we break down each Monkees episode in order. And today we're at episode 23, Captain Crocodile.
Wow.
Which is, I don't know if it's a fan favorite or what it is, but it's definitely a memorable one.
Definitely, it sticks with you. There's some definite moments in here.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. So let's just get right to it then, I guess. Directed by James Frawley.
Jimmy's back.
Yeah, back in the action. Written by Gerald Gardner, D. Caruso, Peter Meyerson, and Robert Schlitt.
Well, how many people do you need to write this episode, man?
Maybe they weren't
22 minutes.
Maybe they just weren't hitting the kids show beats.
You do 5 minutes. You do 5 minutes. Then you do 5 minutes.
I'll do 7 because I'm head writer. But yeah, no, it's a lot of writers, and it aired on February 20th, 1967.
Huh.
So the bitter cold of 1967. It's a lot of writers. It seems like Gerald Gardner and D. Caruso are like the mainstays.
Yeah.
And then other people kind of sweep around them.
Throw in a couple jokes here and there, maybe.
Maybe. Yeah. I wonder if they're the main dudes, because they're always listed first.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. We'll have to bring them in and talk to them.
Yeah. Let's look them up.
We open up on a guy on the set of a television show saying 1 minute to air and running around and telling everybody. He talks to the captain, who he assures looks beautiful, and then the monkeys show up and make a reference to the future of television. And Peter says it doesn't look like a vast wasteland.
So this is the world of television. Well, it's funny. It doesn't look like a vast wasteland.
Which is a reference to the FCC chairman who said that if you keep your eyes glued to the television, you'll see a wasteland.
Oh.
So it's a little kickback at, probably.
Wow.
I bet you that the Monkees, though, as far as TV shows were concerned, to the older suits, was like, what the hell is this?
the whole rock and roll concept, the long haired boys, and it was still a thing that was kind of rattling some cages for sure. And
definitely as part of a show, like if you're putting together shows, they were like a beginning, middle, end, whatever it was. But the Monkees was off the wall. There's so many times, like even just the romp itself.
Just how they find themselves in the situations. You don't necessarily know exactly how they got there. Here we are, boom.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what's going on.
Yeah, they're playing an embassy ball. It's like, what the hell? Who's your agent?
For real.
So anyways, they tell the panicking guy that they're the Monkees, and he tells him to wait there. He gets the captain, and he meets the guys, and tells the crazy guy to tell them where to stand. Yeah. I assume that's like the first AD, like the first assistant director is the guy who's usually running around, or she is the person running around. They put them on this big target, and they give them the same hats that the Jolly Green Giants wore.
Jolly Green Giants outfits, yeah.
This is funny.
Oh, the garbage bags or whatever.
Yeah. And so Captain Crocodile has a hate on for the Monkees for some reason.
Big time.
So the Monkees want to work on my show, huh? We'll see about that.
He splats them with pies once the cameras are rolling.
Yep.
And the kids are going crazy because it's happening. But it's like right off the bat, he just does not like the Monkees.
He's the youth.
I guess so.
He's gonna take over my show. He's really paranoid about this. These long-haired weirdos coming in, taking over, stealing his gig. He's been doing this Krusty the Clown thing, previous Krusty the Clown by several decades, for a while probably, and it's probably seems like a pretty easy gig. Yeah. He just probably doesn't want to go get a real job.
So okay, two things. One, that's a lot like Victor in the Monkees Go to the Circus.
True.
And two, could you imagine if Captain Crocodile became Krusty the Clown because he lost his show to these monkeys, and that made him bitter towards children?
Wow.
And Captain Crocodile becomes Krusty the Clown.
Whoa, dude. The dots are connecting themselves, man.
I can feel the heat from the internet as this story burns it up.
Wow.
This fan theory. Anyway, pass that around.
Yeah, for real.
Hashtag the Monkees made the Simpsons.
That's trending.
All right, so now we go into the intro. And the boys show up in an office and say they're there to meet Mr. Pinter, who's played by Joey Baio, who is Scott Baio's brother.
Oh, yeah?
As a matter of fact, yep.
Huh.
And they're all stoked because it seems like Pinter's a really big deal.
This guy must be important. And we're on the road to success.
Yeah, we're almost at the heights.
We're nearly at the top of the heap.
It's all downhill from here.
They go into Pinter's office, and it turns out that he's like just a kid. He's like a 12-year-old kid. And he accuses them of thinking he's short, but Davey says that he's actually quite tall.
You know, I think he's quite tall myself. You would.
So everything in Pinter's office is small. Like all the chairs are like made for him.
Short, yeah.
And he offers them some milk. And he tells them that he wants them to be on TV every week, and they get stoked. But it's on the Captain Crocodile show, not stoked. Pinter calls his dad, and he tells the Monkees that they won't get any more pies in the face, and that they can play music. And so stoked again.
Right on.
So stoked, not stoked, stoked. I'm sure it's going to go fine. That crazy guy's typing up the new script on a typewriter, and Captain Crocodile comes in, and he's freaking out because he thinks the Monkees are trying to take over the show.
They'll be sorry they ever tangled with Captain Crocodile. Listen to this, Howard. On the Monkees' first show, hear me good, this is what we're gonna do. This is gonna be good, Howard. Laugh it up. You see, I'm laughing already.
And he concocts a plan for the first show, and he and the crazy guys laugh like a couple crazies.
You, the crazy guy, laugh like a couple crazies.
And on the set the next day, the Monkees are ready to go down to rehearsal, but the captain is being a real pain in the ass. He's trying to show Mickey how to be on camera. He's giving a ton of directions, and he's just making Mickey crazy. Made me crazy, too, watching it.
Here he is, kids. Mickey Dolan, you're on.
Hi, kids. I was born in Los
No, over here.
I was born in Los Angeles,
over
and I
here.
came.
Come this way.
When I studied at
Now, what's the light?
I went to Grand High School, and everybody at Grand High, and I went to. I always wanted to be a drummer since I was a little.
Over here.
Stuff.
He's a total dick. Monkeys do a lot of assholes.
But it's fun to watch Mickey kind of improvise against it, though.
I love when Mickey gets to go off the leash.
Yep.
And even if it's just him like running around the apartment doing somersaults and stuff in
Right.
fast motion, I love it every time.
It's good energy.
Yeah.
Off of Dolan's.
Yeah. But I could definitely see how it could get to be like, holy shit. Like,
Can't be the whole show.
we still got to shoot 13 pages. So the crocodile, he intros the Monkees, and the camera pans to them and away to them.
Real quick.
Yeah, instantly. And then he intros them again. The camera's all over the place and can't find them. And they never get to play anything. And the third time they're about to play, and a net falls on them. And then a bomb goes off, and it puts a hole in Mickey's drum.
Dope.
And Mike pulls the captain aside and tells him that he better let them play or they'll quit. And the captain says that no one's stopping them from playing.
Yeah.
They just have to play.
Yeah.
So, all right. Huge moment here.
Yeah.
Monkees romp. It's not a romp. It's a full performance video.
Performance piece, yes.
And it's Valleri.
Right.
The rockin'
The good
guitar
one.
opening. Yeah, the good one. So good. Like, I remember seeing this on the show, but also knowing the Valleri that was out
Yeah.
and being like, where's this version?
For real.
It was crazy. It's one of the first songs. I think you showed it to me on guitar.
Yeah.
And it's still something I play when I pick up a guitar.
Awesome.
And it rips.
It's a good riff.
Yeah, man. But yeah, and so that came out eventually on Missing Links. And,
Yeah. Yep.
we talked about that when Valleri entered
ways.
the countdown.
Right.
But so this is the first time it's on the show,
Awesome.
and Davey's got that light blue shirt on.
Yeah.
Like, it's unreal.
This time, let's see, they're not in the suits. They're not in the shirts. They're kind of dressed to their personalities. Mike's in the double denim.
Yeah.
They all kind of got like street clothes on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I don't think they've really done that yet.
I don't
Especially
think so.
not outside of the pad, like practicing or something. Yeah, I think this is their first thing when they're in non-matching clothes on a full performance.
Yeah, just dudes rocking out essentially. And
Yeah.
Davey's on that.
Probably like a camera crane thing.
Yeah, he's attached to that. So when the camera goes up, he comes up with the camera, but the other guys stay behind him.
It's a really cool effect.
Yeah, it's really great, especially for that time too. It was
Just whoever came up with that was a neat move.
hopefully Frawley was like, let's mix this up, guys. Because it gets up at one point you find the rhythm of the Monkees, and he probably had the best rhythm with them and could understand, so he could come up with stuff like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's an awesome shot, and they know it's an awesome shot because they stay on that shot the whole time until the hook is played again. And so yeah, they know what they have. And Davey goes off on the tambourine.
Like madly.
Yeah, and it's not on the recording, but he's just going off because he has to give him something to do, sitting up there in the bird's nest.
But it's in his face. He's got to hear that it's not really going with the music so much.
Yeah.
Like, He's
probably-
killing time, just beating the shit
Yeah.
out of the tambourine.
He's probably like, should have done this there, man. Sounds amazing. Then there's the hand playing the most intense solo in the history of the
yeah.
Monkees, which is so crazy.
Purported to believe it's Mike. I don't think it's Mike Nesmith playing that solo.
I hope it is. But yeah, I agree. I don't think it is. And then Davey floats back down to the boys, and then the song kind of wraps up, and it's just an awesome performance piece of Valleri.
It's a great tune.
And until it was out on Missing Links, that was the only place you could
Just
see
on
that
the
song.
show.
Yeah.
This might have something to do with the popularity of the Captain Crocodile episode.
Yeah, maybe, because it's awesome. So anyway, the boys ask how the performance went, and they're told that they've been off the air for 5 minutes. And that amazing performance of Valleri did not hit the airwaves.
She's got my jacket.
I'd be pissed.
Brutal.
Peter's crying again, and everyone's bummed. We should make that a new category.
Check mark beside Peter crying.
Is Peter crying?
Okay. Everybody's bummed. Everybody's bummed comes up quite a bit too.
Yeah, true. And they're trying to be positive, and they say they could be big on another show. And they fantasize that they're on the news. And Mike is Tex Nesmith,
Yes.
the weather forecaster.
See, this is another Mike thing where it's kind of neat. He gets to go off the chain a little.
Yeah.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Tex Nesmith. I'm your weather forecaster. The United States Weather Bureau today from Washington, D.C. reports that a northern wind and northern squall storm is building up just north of our hometown.
It's fun because he gets to Tex Nesmith with the drawl. Just a lot of fun.
Yeah. And they're all wearing the gray suits
Yes.
as the newscasters. All have their own gray suit. And it's awesome.
They're handy having their own personalized gray suits when they need to be like serious or whatever a suit is called upon.
Yeah, exactly. So the weather comes inside when everything he's saying is happening, and it blows him off the stage. Mike intros Davey, and he intros Peter, who intros Mickey, and it's a game show of sorts, and it becomes to tell a fib,
Yeah.
and which leads into a great "I am standing up" joke.
My name is David Jones.
My name is David Jones.
My name is David Jones.
Will the real David Jones please stand up?
I am standing up.
And there's a frogman and Ruben the tadpole. It's a superhero show,
Yes.
right? And it's like Batman style title cards
Yep.
that come up.
There's the sound effect cards. Like,
Yeah, pow, zap, whammo. And at the end, Davey and Peter start fighting each other.
yeah.
Crime does not pay. Crime does not.
Crime does not
No,
pay.
it's my line.
In the script it says my line.
My line, man.
Crime
I wonder who'd win in that fight. I might go Davey.
Like the Batman thing is the last part of it, right?
Yeah.
And the previous, a couple episodes ago, they did a thing about climbing up the wall, like Batman style.
Yeah.
Like a bat ladder.
Yeah.
Left there. It's the same set. Because they were shooting at the same time.
Yeah. And the shows are very similar in their
Similar vibes.
extreme 60s quirkiness.
Yes. It was just, they just called it quirkiness at the time. They didn't have any other quirkiness to bump it up against. But it's just the stretch where they do these little sketches, basically. It gives you a glimpse into what kind of, like, really show the Monkees could have been, like, just different characters type stuff.
That's true.
Like, this is a glimpse of, like, a laugh-in kind of thing, or an SNL kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or the thing that the Monkees kind of wanted to make the show go towards, and the network said no, or whatever. Like, it kind of gave it, there was a taste of that. It could have been a different show, a lot more fun, a lot of creativity, but it just didn't go that way.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't do too much on the show itself.
Yeah.
But this was a kind of a fun look at that.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. Like, yeah, it definitely could have been more of a laugh-in kind of show. When did Laugh-In start?
Like a year or two later, 69, 70-ish. Like when the Monkees were on Laugh-In, it was after Peter left. It might have been after the show.
January 68 to March 73.
Yeah. I don't know how often they would do this. Because obviously the sketch comedy is based, they didn't invent sketch comedy because it's been going on. It's vaudeville and all that, but you don't have like the stage limitations, the setup time and all this. You could go bang, 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 set up all these jokes and tell them in a row. And I don't know if anybody if it had been largely adapted by the TV people, producers, that you could just bump all these things together and make a whole traffic jam of jokes kind
Yeah.
of concept.
Yeah, no, it's a good point. Captain Crocodile and the crazy guy are talking, and the crocodile's freaking out. He comes up with evil thoughts, and the boo track makes a reappearance.
Oh.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Evil thoughts, Howard. Nasty evil thoughts.
Amazing.
Yeah, so boo track shows back up. So Pinton, the kid, is talking to the Monkees and says they've got 27 letters, and they say that they hate the Monkees, and they're all written in crayon.
Jeez.
And there's a board meeting about whether or not the monkey should stay on the Captain Crocodile show. And Mickey crashes it Ruse style. And he says that he's with the Nelson ratings.
Yeah. Oh.
And the ratings have gone up since the Monkees have been on the show.
Yep.
But he only pulled 14 people. So Mike comes in as the janitor and says that his grandkids watch the show, but only for the Monkees. And Mike dressed up like this janitor. That's in the second opening.
That's in the opening.
Yeah. And so Captain Crocodile's panicking. He's rambling and he's saying that it's only important what the kids want. Then Davey and Peter come in as children, and they say they love the Monkees and overwhelm the president of the company. And he says he'll make his decision by this afternoon.
Yeah.
So
they want the Monkees get into ruse mode, get into kid drag mode again, and just they're going to annoy the hell out of these people into hopefully not recognizing them as the Monkees, because they've got this problem as well.
Yeah.
The Monkees' disguises are so good. There's no way these people who are dealing with the Monkees would recognize these guys as the Monkees.
Yeah, exactly. They're just ruse masters.
Ruse masters.
Captain Crocodile and the crazy guy are freaking out. He says they'll need to call the Crocodile Corpse, and a bunch of kids come in, and he recruits them to go after the Monkees.
Oh, here we go.
Which Monkees romp, your Auntie Griselda.
Oh, yes.
Which really works for like kids beating up the Monkees.
Chasing them with weapons.
Yeah. Boys are running from kids who are carrying axes and swords and knives and like a mace.
What's going on?
They do some.
I guess if they gave kids the guns that are lying around everywhere on the set, they wouldn't be a bad look, I guess. There's limitations as to who they can give a gun to.
Yeah.
On the Monkees.
Exactly. It's good to know. It's good to see the edge.
Progress.
And they do quick changes into barbershop quartet style, like clothes.
Yeah.
And they're in silk shirts and Hawaiian shirts, tuxedos.
Yeah. A lot of costume changes for a romp.
And then when they dress up as like Mexicans, like banditos, and then all the kids have like rifles, like fucking rifles.
Oh my god!
So they chase the bullfighters Monkees with a bull's severed head. It seems like.
What the just.
And then Captain Crocodile brings some of the executives and Pinter to watch the Monkees get roughed up by children. Essentially, that's like one of the most brutal, insane romps the Monkees have had.
Legit.
Yeah, it's kids holding rifles at the Monkees as they're in Mexican face. And then we're just hearing like, eat your eat your
What?
Of Auntie Griselda. Yeah!
It's trying to lighten it up.
Yeah, very, very ridiculous.
Unreal.
Anyway, after the romp, Mickey asks if the kids want to hear a story, and he pulls out a dictionary and makes up a story from the land of Kirshner, and which is obviously a little nod to Kirshner.
Yep.
I wonder if it's trying to be a nod to like Mr. Kirshner, the dummy, or if it's like a nod to higher up Kirshner.
Like the dummy is Schneider.
Schneider, I do that every time. Every time, because I always think he's the dummy. Anyway, so we won't put that in.
wrong higher up.
Yeah, the mean higher up I go with. So Mike picks up the story, and it's a nightmare.
And came across the wicked stepladder, who was pretty tall because of all the rungs. And she said, "You rang," and he said, "Sure, the rungs, sir," because he had this basket of goodies. And
he tries to tell the story, and it just does not go off well. So he hands it off to Davey, and the kids think it's funny. And Davey talks about midgets.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Started walking towards the little Snow White's little house where the 6 midgets lived with 4 frogs. 7 midgets and 4 frogs. And the toadstools were beginning to look bad because Columbus was...
And he hands it off to Peter, who just reads the dictionary, and the kids love it. And the crocodile runs out and tells the kids that he hates them.
What are you doing, you rotten kids? You're ruining my master plan. I said sick them, not love them. You double-crossing brats, I hate you. I hate you. I hate you.
And so they attack him instead.
Oh, yeah.
I always find it funny when an adult tells a kid he hates them in movies. In real life, I'd find it quite disturbing, but in movies, it's hilarious.
I suppose you're right.
So the Monkees finally get to perform on their own show, but the camera pans to the crazy guy who's hosting the show, and he douses them with seltzer, and the kids go crazy again.
Jeez.
And then that's the end. It's the end of the Captain Crocodile episode.
Right.
Which, it's crazy. It's an actually, like, there's craziness happens this episode.
Bird free.
Yeah.
No birds.
None at all.
That's never happened.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's very true.
And it's all about the band trying to be on the show.
Yep.
And there was no particular monkey was really called upon to be the star, or nobody had a significantly more lines than the other, it seemed, except maybe Mike with the weatherman thing.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
You can't argue with that.
So it's a good episode. And kind of like a unique one.
Yep. Yeah, I really like it too. It's got Valleri in it.
Valeri's great.
And that would make any episode awesome.
Correct.
But the fact like this one too isn't... There's things that are similar, like he's worried rock and roll bands are going to take his show over, like Victor in the last one.
Yeah.
But overall than that, it's a pretty original episode.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And they brought the kids back.
Yep.
Which...
And everyone kept their shirts on this time.
But they are armed and dangerous. Chasing the monkeys this time.
Yeah. It was at one point with the first weapons, you're like, what the heck? These kids have like axes and things. But then when they have the guns.
I kind of forgot about the guns there. I remember at some point they don't have weapons, they're just chasing them.
Yeah.
But then, they're armed.
Yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, they don't fuck with the crocodile corpse.
For real.
They take their job very seriously.
Oy.
So highlight of the show, Valleri.
Yes.
100%.
I have to say, yeah.
Yeah. Was there a monkey's ruse? Yes.
Yeah.
The whole thing, ruse. I don't know if there was a fourth wall break in this one.
I don't know nothing. I don't remember specifically.
Yeah.
No.
So I think we're none there. Best musical moment again, Valleri.
Yeah.
Is unreal. Auntie Griselda's good. That's a good 1-2 punch for an episode.
Solid tunes.
Yeah. What wouldn't fly in 2020? Children with guns.
Back to that. Yes.
I think that's the one big thing.
For sure.
And a did you know is you should come up with a monkey did you know. You know what I mean? Like a better yeah. A
better category?
Yeah, that's more of a monkey category than did you know.
All right.
We'll think about it.
Yeah.
And if anyone out there comes up with one, hit us up on Twitter.
Hopefully we have one by season 2.
Yeah, hopefully. Season 2. I can't wait. But the one did you know is Joey Baio, Scott's brother, was also in Oliver with Davy Jones, pre-Monkees.
Really?
Yeah. Interesting.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's wicked. The only personal memory I have from this is watching his fingers on Valleri.
Definitely.
And seeing how that matched up.
Yes.
For that intro. Not the other part. Yeah. Not the solo. That did me no good. Watching him play that solo didn't help me play that solo. But yeah, the opening.
I think we might have fast forwarded and rewound this part of the tape a few times.
Yeah.
Watching Valleri.
Yeah. Think how much easier it'd be now to set like an in point and out point. Just like let it loop on that. Be like, okay. No.
Gotta remember the numbers.
Don't push it in. It goes back to 0. Ruined. All right. So that's Captain Crocodile episode.
Not bad.
Good times. Which leads us to the Woolhat of Mystery.
You've heard of wool hats, haven't you?
It's Mike's hat. It's knitted.
Your rando selective of countdown rages on.
And we still got a bunch of songs in here. The top 10 has switched a couple times.
It's true.
And so let's see what's going to happen today. Who's first today? I'm first. Yeah.
You go ahead, yeah.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, with Clarksville being pulled, I think that is the big five are out and about.
Oh, it's true. What would you put as 5?
We got Clarksville,
The Believers,
the Theme, and Pleasant Valley stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I'd say.
Yeah, and I'd say Stepping Stone.
Is that right?
Either way.
They're out.
There's a big 6. All right, here we go. Ready?
Okay, go.
Oh, it's blank. Wait, other side. Good Times.
Very recent.
Very recent. We're like the most recent.
There's a good time coming on. I can feel it in my bones. Said a good time coming on. I can tell it won't be long till there's dancing in the streets again and music everywhere. There'll be people wanting people. Oh, laughter everywhere.
All right, Good Times off. Good Times.
The title track from the Monkees' latest album / tribute album / Missing Links Volume 4. Just such a cool audio accomplishment, this record.
Yeah, I agree. I've said it before too, but it was like a surprise gem that just kind of popped up, and you're like, "What is this?" And yeah,
and after being tempered by like the new Monkees product being like less than super memorable, to have this blow your mind, like when they first put out the comic book video for She Makes Me Laugh.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Oh my god. And it was so good, and I was super stoked about the record. And this song, let's get to the title track, Good Times. First of all, how good a time is Mickey Dolenz having?
Yeah.
Singing the song with Harry Nilsson.
Yeah, I bet he was in his own zone.
Wow.
While recording this.
Real moment, for sure. It's so good. And I like Harry Nilsson gets to sing on it. He has a number of songs written that he wrote that are performed by the Monkees. But they use the track, probably his demo track.
There'll be parties after sundown. Well, everywhere you go, there'll be hand squeezing, ear pleasing, music on the radio. And I know that you wanna be there, 'cause we're gonna have a wonderful time. We're gonna jump to the left, right, tear down, rip it up, all starting at the county line.
Some of these are the old tracks from the 60s, definitely like Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn, and Jones type era. If Fast Eddie Ho is on the drums. But there might be a couple additional tracks on there. I'm not sure if the solo is an old solo or whatever.
Yeah.
But still, though, great song. And sounds great. It's a rocker.
Yeah.
And I dig it a lot.
Yeah, and it's cool to have like this Harry Nilsson vocal that's just been sitting around.
Yeah.
And just like goes through time with Mickey Dolenz and the Monkees, and it's awesome. It's just
super great.
Yeah, some that would have just been lost. And it's like, no, here's some Harry Nilsson for you that you didn't know you wanted.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just wonderful. It really sets the tone for the whole Good Times experience.
Yeah, and it's a very well embraced album.
Yes.
And it's fantastic. So yeah, where do you think Good Times fits on this this countdown we have going here? A few songs on it.
Like, I think this is a good tune, but I don't think it'll be my highest Good Times tune.
Agreed.
And now it's sort of like, in a related story, how do we feel about this versus Me and Magdalena?
I think it goes lower than that.
Okay.
But yeah, now it depends on where you want to go. Like, okay, so right now between the jams and the jellies is P.O. Box 9847.
Or this is a jam.
Yeah, oh yeah, it definitely is. But is it a P.O. Box cusp? Does Good Times become the beginning of the Good Times?
Ooh. For symbolic coolness, that would be rad. However, I cannot honestly say I prefer Bye Bye Baby Bye Bye to this song.
That's true. Yeah, okay.
And I think I sort of would listen to this song before I might listen to Magnolia Sims or Through the Looking Glass.
I was looking at the Mommy Daddy Sweet Young Thing.
Yeah, okay. Now we're talking.
Around there.
Let's put it above Mommy and Daddy, let's say.
Perfect.
Okay.
So right there, between Sweet Young Thing and Mommy and Daddy, we have Good Times. Sounds gross.
Brand new sentence right there.
Don't send me letters.
Hey.
Sounds like not a garbage one.
Well, it's episode appropriate. It's not my Auntie Griselda.
Oh.
It's your Auntie Griselda.
I was waiting for this to come up, especially after today.
Here it is.
She knows her mind all right, your Auntie Griselda. She says she knows my kind, she might maybe so.
So the first thing about your Auntie Griselda is just the way it opens. That like crazy
It's a little wacky.
Guitar fuzz bass. Is that a bass, I think?
Yeah. The fuzzy thing?
Yeah.
It's like a guitar.
Is
it's
it?
a guitar.
All right.
It's like the satisfaction effect. Like a lot of songs by the Monkees and kind of any rock and roll bands from the era, they can be described as Beatles-esque or Stonesy. And this is more of a Stonesy one.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
For sure. Like musically, but not lyrically.
No.
Not quite.
I would love to hear Mick Jagger do this version.
Oh my God.
A grizzle dodo. Do.
Just doing the rooster walking and the finger wag.
Yeah, his puffy lips.
You're listening to your Auntie Griselda.
Griselda.
Griselda. It's not from Brooklyn.
Auntie Griselda. But anyway.
Simpson!
That's the only part I like to him too. But yeah, so Peter's vocals are great. Like I read that, I don't know if it's true or not, but there's like the first take, he was like walking through it, kind of like Gonna Buy Me a Dog.
Yeah.
Just kind of.
Yeah. They just like a little hit record.
Yeah.
Probably just maybe they let it roll while they're listening to it. That's what Buy Me a Dog sounds like, because they're just goofing around while they're going through the song, and Mickey's really trying to sing it, but he's losing his spot because they're dicking around. But this, I really think Peter kind of nailed it, like got right into it.
Oh yeah,
I can imagine taking 2 or 3 takes of this. You go, I'm going to try and hit the pops a little harder this time.
Exactly. I need better duck sounds.
For real. So I really do. I can believe that he banged it out.
Yeah. I wonder if out there somewhere there's a Mickey doing it, because he's the only other one that could have done this song. And even then, it would have been just him spiraling out of control.
Kinda, yeah.
Like it's definitely a Peter jam.
You dirty rat. Yeah. You dirty rat.
Yeah. But yeah, and it's a great song. It's just fun. I remember it was one of the first like memorable. Also, I was just like younger too, but hearing this song was very memorable because that weird noises and stuff Peter makes. And
it's with the spirit of the show.
Yeah.
Where we can understand Peter's kind of the silly one. If the Animals put out this song,
yeah,
it'd be like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Like, because Monkees is also a music thing and a comedy thing.
Yeah.
They could get away with some silly things.
Yeah.
In ways that other bands could not. And this is an example of that.
100%. Definitely. So yeah, no, I like it a lot. Like, where's it going to go on the countdown? I don't know.
I'm not sure either. It's not a go-to, but I would not banish it to the black hole.
No. Do we have Peter songs on there yet?
We have For Pete's Sake.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And this won't be as high as For Pete's Sake, which is just outside of the top 10.
Yeah, no, I don't see that either. Let's see here.
Words is just outside the top 20.
Yeah.
But I still prefer Words to this.
I agree. So going back to the break, it's P.O. Box 9847.
Yeah.
Where does it go with that, would you say?
I think maybe above that. I'd rather listen to this.
So how about Magnolia Sims?
I would listen to... Ooh. It's here, though. This is where we put it.
Yeah.
Either above or below
Above or
Magnolia
below.
Sims. What do you think?
I'll go above.
Okay.
Because of the quirkiness of it, and it's more of a staple.
That's kind of true, yeah.
Than Magnolia Sims would be. So
For
yeah.
sure.
We'll
and one that Pete played all right to the end, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
You do the whole thing.
That's amazing. Good thing. I think we have more jams and jellies.
Well, yeah, at this point, yeah.
Yeah, so it's good. All right, here we go. Last song.
Oh, here we go, man.
Ooh, it's been a good one thus far.
It's always fun.
It is. It's becoming the highlight of the show, definitely. Oh my goodness, I was going to call this. I was going to call
Oh,
it.
sure you were, Paco.
Gonna buy me a dog. We just talked about it. 'Cause I was going to say.
'Cause I need a friend now.
Because when we were talking about it, I was like, if we pull the equivalent of your Auntie Griselda, but from the first record,
Yeah.
that would be very interesting.
That is what it is, for sure. And we just talked about it, so thank you. And good night.
Yeah.
I'll see you next time.
See you later.
And, no, we'll talk about it some more.
Yeah.
Buy me a dog.
Yeah.
Because I need a friend now.
I'm gonna buy me a dog. A dog, yeah. 'Cause I need a friend now. Yeah. Boop, boop, shabop, bop, ram-a-lam. I'm gonna buy me a dog. What my girl don't let me know how. Now, brown cow.
Gonna buy me a dog.
Fantastic.
I know we talked about it a little bit when it popped up in that dog episode.
Yes.
But it's again a memorable track.
It's fun every time.
It is. Yeah. Like even if I haven't listened to it in a while, then we listen to it again. It's just like it's contagiously fun.
For real. And they are for sure just goofing around, and Mickey tells them to play fuck up. Like tells them it's the only song I got.
It's the only song I got.
Don't ruin my song.
Don't ruin my song. It's the only song I have. Ruined, so it was where's the verse? She used
They just went with that version.
Yeah.
Oh, so fun.
Like I wonder if they did do it again and they did it normally, and they're just like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's put this out
For
there.
real. When they listened to it the first time, imagine.
Yeah.
How hilarious.
Yeah, and I wonder if they called like, okay, just come in here, listen to this. And if every time was funny, like, you know what?
God.
Let's change the name of the show to Gonna Buy Me a Dog, and let's just play this all the time.
It's a show about buying dogs.
Yeah. Which is probably now a reality show on like 7 channels.
For real. It's on Animal Planet.
Yeah. And TLC. But yeah, it's a great song. It's fun. And I remember first time hearing it when you got the box set and you came up. I was up north at a cottage and you brought it up there. And I can remember listening to this song for the first time. And then like the boop boop shabop bop part. And I was just like, what? This is amazing. Because if you start that box set at the beginning, it's like the Monkees you know, and you slowly get caressed into the Monkees you don't know.
Yeah.
And and it stuck out as like a super fun song, and it still is.
It's cool.
It's a great time.
It's not just a good time.
It's a great time.
It is a great time.
So we come to this point here. Oh, and I will say one thing I said before. When Davey does that laugh, I think it's the greatest.
For real. Very genuine.
Yeah.
Just goes off. He's just laughing.
Yeah.
For real.
It's awesome.
And then the huckster voice at the end, too. He just launches into it during the fade.
And when Mickey does the boing, boing, boing part.
I think I'm gonna buy me a dog, yes sir. I'm gonna buy me a dog. If I was looking for a word to describe what I'm gonna buy, I think dog would be the word. It would be dog. That would come springing from my lips. Dog.
And again, it's fun because it's the two of them. It's like
Yep.
Mickey and Davey, the performers.
The backbone of the whole.
Yeah.
Entertained, like the show of it, the comedy side of it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And getting them together and going off right away was fantastic to see.
Yeah.
Where do you feel
Ooh.
Gonna Buy Me a Dog will go?
Man, oh man. Gonna buy me a dog. I need a friend now. Like, dang, it could go up pretty high. I don't know. Like, I really might listen to this before I would listen to Last Train to Clarksville, tell you the truth.
Oh, really, eh?
I mean, it's a fun one.
Yeah. Where's Clarksville? Sorry. I don't have that.
Clarksville is right below Zoranzam.
Okay.
The neighborhood of Daydream Believer. Imagine the letters we'll get if we ranked Gonna Buy Me a Dog above Last Train to Clarksville and or Daydream Believer.
Yeah. That's saying something.
It is, but, you know, I like the song. Well, where would you want to put it there, Mr. Paco?
I don't know. I would maybe even go right after Daydream Believer and before Oh My My.
Okay, yes.
Right in there.
There we go.
There you go. Avoid the letters. So there we have it. That was a good 1, 2, 3 punch today.
1, 2, 3 punch.
They're never expecting 3.
They're expecting the old one too, and then boom.
Yeah, they blocked the first
Boom,
2, no problem. But the third one,
you're done for.
Editor's note: third one's a kick in
It's
the nuts.
over, Rock.
Nothing's over.
Now that it's over, just give me something to drink.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so that brings us to the end
Here we are.
of Podcast Valley Sunday. Thank you for checking us out.
Not forever.
No, for
Not
this
the end
week.
Forever. Just for this week or 2 weeks.
Yeah,
We'll be back.
yeah.
We promise.
And next time we have Monkees a la mode coming.
Ooh,
And that's amazing. So you don't want to miss that out. And check us out on all social medias, Instagrams, YouTubes, Twitters, all those things. I think that's Facebook. That's
good,
another
yeah.
one. And yeah, and we have this in the end little wrap up thing, but if you can, like, rate us and give some comments.
Please.
I don't think we have any comments or ratings.
Any sort of interaction. We are starved.
Yeah,
for.
give us something here.
Please.
New Zealand.
Is anybody listening?
We're looking at you.
Yeah, I know. A lot of postage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then, come on, just rate us. All right.
Thank you.
From me, Paco.
And me, Jeff.
Have yourself a Monkees little evening.
Bye. Thank you.
Hey, Monkees fans. With everything going on with social distancing, Podcast Valley Sunday will be on every 2 weeks. We hope you're staying safe, we hope you're staying at home, and we hope that you're listening to the Monkees and obviously Podcast Valley Sunday. You can check us out on Facebook, on Instagram, and on YouTube. And please, rate us and leave a message. We'd love to hear from you. But, as always, be gentle with us. We're very sensitive.